Hello you guys and welcome to my channel. By the title of this video and by the sign behind me, you guys can probably piece together what this video is about. But it is my announcement and I'm so excited for this. I will be participating in the Disney Cultural Exchange Program of the summer of 2020 and I am so excited to be doing this program this summer. And yes, before I get started into this video, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe because there's going to be so much Disney content, so much exciting content coming out in general. So make sure you subscribe and stick around, and let's just go right into this video. So like I had mentioned, I will be doing the cultural exchange program at Walt Disney World in Florida from May to August of this year. I'm super excited. I got the role of merchandise, so basically what that is I will be working in one of their many stores. I'm not exactly sure where yet. I get my exact location about a week before I leave, so stay tuned for that. Whenever I watched any of these like announcement videos, I always thought of how is this possible? It's so surreal to even like make this video to say like I'm moving to Disney World, and like that's not clickbait. Like I'm literally just moving to Disney World. I will be living on Disney property. I will be working for Disney World. Like everything is just so surreal. I'm so excited, and I'm going to briefly go over the whole process because it is a long process and we did a lot of waiting during that process. So let me get my notes out. So I personally applied September 26th. The applications opened September 15th. I applied September 26th. So then we waited and we waited and we waited. January 10th, I finally got my interview request. I was so excited. I had to fly down to Toronto for my interview because I'm from Saskatchewan and they only do the interviews in Toronto, Montreal, Quebec City, and Vancouver. So just those 4 cities. I live in Saskatchewan, so I had to fly either way. And Toronto was really the only date that worked with my midterm schedule, so that is when I went, and my interview was January 27th in Toronto. When we were down in Toronto, especially my group, there was 3 days in Toronto, and I was the first day of interviews for the entire like program process. Like they started in Toronto and I was the first day in Toronto. So a bunch of girls who were also interviewing on the same day as me, we all went to supper the night before. So on the 26th of January, we all met together. Well, there was 10 of us that went together and went to the spaghetti factory in Toronto and had supper. And then a bunch of us met before the interview and walked over to the presentation. So this year, the recruiters were named Steve and Joe, both super cool guys, super nice, super friendly. Of course, they work for Disney, you have to be like that, but they were amazing. They made the whole process just so less nerve-wracking than I think I would have been if it was somebody else. Like they just made it so comfortable for all of us. So you have to go, and it's about an hour and a half presentation on the day of your interview. So my interview was January 27th. The interview presentation was from 9:30 till just before 11, and then my interview time slot wasn't until 2 to 3. So you are given a time slot instead of a time. So my time slot was 2 to 3. And I actually left my interview at about 3:20. I was the third last one and they were running like 10 minutes behind. Honestly, I had Joe for my interview. Both Steve and Joe had 2 separate interviews going on. It's not like 2 interviewers and then you. I had Joe for my interview. He was so full of energy. He just made it so comfortable. You know, like he was just so it was basically a conversation. Like it didn't feel like an interview at all. I was asked like the standard questions. Are you okay doing a drug test? Are you okay with a push-pull test? Are you okay with this? What's your top 3 roles? Blah blah blah. Like all these questions that like standard questions that you would get at an interview. And then like there was some Disney related, like what's your top 3 roles at Disney? Why did you choose to apply for this program? And what makes you a good fit? And also one question, I'll get into it in a whole different video as well, because after my program I do want to make videos going more in depth in the application, into the interview and everything like that. But at my interview he asked me to go over my cover letter, make sure to read your cover letters before you go in for an interview, because I hadn't read it since September. Definitely threw me for a loop there, but I got it through. And then on February, I believe it was 10th, let me check my notes, February 12th, our Facebook group was blowing up. People had started getting offers. And so in my time zone, I'm in Mountain Time Zone, I think, I don't know. My time zone in Saskatchewan, interviews started going out at about 9:30. I didn't get my offers started to go out at about 9:30. I didn't get my offer until 10:30, so that hour was so long, and like my phone continually blowing up. Our group chat from the interview date was the only one we had at the time, but we had a group chat from my interview date. It was blowing up, and then the Facebook page was blowing up, and we're all just waiting for these interview requests. And 10:30 a.m. on February 12th, I got my interview request, and I got the role of merchandise. Honestly, merchandise was not on my radar. It wasn't my top 3. I think if I had to rate them all, merchandise was probably my 5th choice. But honestly, I literally told Joe at my interview, I will do anything. Put me anywhere. I will literally scrub toilets. I will do whatever you want. Just let me work for Disney. And I got the job. I got merchandise. I think I mentioned in this video, I don't know exactly where my location is, but I do know that I will be working merchandise. So that is super, super exciting. So on the day that interviews came out, let me preface, my mom works a job that she can answer the phone while she's at work. My dad, on the other hand, in the summers he can, but his winter job he can't because he's working. I don't know. He can't answer the phone while he's at his winter job. So I phoned my mom 3 times because she has a job where she can answer the phone. Didn't answer. So I texted my dad. I was like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm at work. And I'm like, why are you texting at work? But okay. And then I was like, okay, phone me when you're done or when you have a chance or whatever. So he phones me at his break or his lunch break or whatever, and I tell him, and he's super excited for me. And then my dad talks to my mom, and my mom phones me back like 2 hours later, and I was like, did you talk to dad? And she's like, yeah, he said to phone you. And so I told her, and she was like, I think my mom is more excited than I am, which is kind of funny because like she is Disney crazed. Probably where I get it from. Like, she just loves Disney so much. She was so excited that I got this. And so yeah, that's how my family found out. And then I texted my brother because he was in a lab or something, and then I texted my family. I was like, everyone was super excited because this is such an amazing opportunity. I'm just so excited. With all that being said, starting now, this is my first Disney video of my little series that I'm going to be making. It's not little, I shouldn't say that. Every single Monday for the foreseeable future, it's going to be strictly Disney related videos. It's going to be preparing to go to Disney, so whether that's like a try-on haul of clothes I bought to go down there, or you know, today I'm filming 30 Disney questions in 5 minutes. Like, you know, everything's gonna be somewhat Disney related on Mondays. However, Wednesdays and Fridays, regular content, regular videos will be uploaded. But all of Mondays for the foreseeable future, I would think at least till September, because my program ends the beginning of August. But I would say probably even further than that, because like I mentioned, I want to do a more in-depth video of the application, the interview, everything like that. So probably longer, but at least till September, every single Monday will be Disney related content for my new Disney series. So actually, me and my hopefully roommate are gonna be going down a few days before our program actually starts. We're gonna be heading down May 9th. I'm flying to her city, and then from there we're flying together from her city to Orlando on May 9th, so that we have just a few days just to kind of relax and get situated, and because we are moving to a different country, which is so cool. It's so nerve-wracking, but it's so cool to even say. Stay tuned for all of the Disney related adventures. I have so many video ideas, like so many Disney video ideas that I want to film before I go, while I'm there, when I get back. Like, I just have so many ideas for this series on my channel. I'm so excited for it. Comment down below if you have any suggestions of what you want to see or any ideas for videos. anything like that. And also let me know if you are doing a program as well, whether it's this program or a different program. If you work for Disney, if you work at a Disney store, or if you work at a Disney park, let me know, especially if you're doing this specific program, because it'll be cool to just meet up with everybody. In our group chat, there's like 100, I think, people in our Facebook group chat, and then Snapchat only lets us has 32, but there's 32 people in our Snapchat group chat and like 100-ish in our Facebook group chat, which is crazy. I'm talking to like 100 people I've never met before. It's crazy but cool. So yes, that is it for today's video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And like I said, make sure you subscribe and stay tuned because there's so many exciting things coming for this channel. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.